Hi guys, it's Dan and Becky from
There's on the windshield.
We're on a really rough road today.
Yep, this is a little rough.
This is the second day on the trails out at Vega State Park. We had a really good time the second day as well. And actually it's also the last day on the trails with the RZR, but everything went so quickly we felt like we really could have used another week.
Yeah, there was a lot of trails that we took, and this was just really probably the easier trails to get the most distance in.
We started off the day leaving from the campground, and our friends that were in front of us saw a marmot off to the side, and that's what we were doing here, kind of looking for the marmot. But he escaped before we got to see him.
Yeah, I think he was scared off by them.
By them? If it was us, he wouldn't have been scared.
He wouldn't have been scared.
No, he would have.
He would know we were his friends.
Yes, he would have gotten in the back.
Yep, he would have got a free ride.
Yep.
I see him, yeah, he went on down. Scare him on down there.
Here's the route we took. When we left the campground, we took 262 all the way down to 260, headed that around to an offshoot of 510. Then we got back on 279, which circled us back to 508, which got us back to 260, and then we just backtracked on 262 to the campground.
Got dirt on my face.
Sorry, I got you dirty.
shot some, what I hope was mud. I hope it was mud on my face, but it, you know, it could have been lots of things. There's lots of wildlife cattle out there, so you don't know. Okay, what are these things here?
They're blocks that they put in to help keep the trails from washing away.
Is it like a cinder block or something, or what is
In
it?
a sense, it is kind of like that. It's, I mean, not obviously as big as a cinder block, but they have the same.
It's built like a,
Yeah.
built like a cinder block, but but it's not exactly a cinder block.
No, it's not really. They're not really cinder blocks. They're kind of smaller than a cinder block in size. They're just more like a tile type of thing.
Maybe we could do a drinking game where people, whenever somebody said cinder block, they could take a drink. That would be funny, wouldn't it?
So,
we handed off one of our cameras on this day so that our friends could film some of us and other things as well. So we had a little
So we got
trip.
a different perspective. It was kind of
Right.
nice to have a video of our machine as opposed to just having someone else's.
The most exciting part of this video is coming up, so stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Butterfly flew by, but that's not it. It's something else, and you'll know when you hear it.
The hills of life.
This was kind of like a trip down memory lane almost for Dan and Jeff, because they had been out here years ago with Jeff's dad, and I think that you guys had camped in.
Yeah, we had camped in the same campground that we did on this trip, but back then we kind of roughed it in a tent.
Yep.
It was definitely a different experience to be in a camper, but it was neat to actually be able to see it. We actually had a tent, and Jeff's dad had a pickup with a camper shell on it,
and you had an electrical spot, I guess.
And we had an electrical spot. We brought a microwave with us to cook something, but we did cook out on the fire.
Do you remember what year that was, hon?
I would probably say
they had their
2003,
ATVs.
2004,
Yeah.
2004 probably.
2004. Well, they had their ATVs back then. They didn't have the side-by-sides, of course, but their ATVs, of course, just one rider. So a lot more, it opened up a lot more trails,
And it was kind of neat to see the trails. The trails were always there. The campground was kind of new, and being able to, that was one of the campgrounds that you could actually ride from your camping area without having a trailer anywhere. And with all the trails that we had to ride from there was quite a lot of riding. We were there probably a week that time too.
You probably only did riding that time though, right?
Oh yeah, that's all we did. We didn't have any kayaks or any kind of boats at that time. So basically it was just a ATV trip.
Right.
Where this trip we had a lot going on.
Right. We spent 2 days out on the trail. We spent 2 days kayaking, and we spent a day just out, sightseeing and stuff. But we can't wait to show you guys all of that stuff. So we have a few more videos for Vega State Park. So stay tuned, and don't forget to give us a thumbs up, and don't forget
to subscribe.
And don't forget,
sometimes you're the windshield, and sometimes you're bugs on the windshield.
What was that?
Be safe out there.
So on the second day, the road out from the campground, for some reason, was a weird number. It was 66 1/10. So it wasn't quite, 67.
Oh, somebody's calling me. Hold on. Hello? Oh, wait.
Yeah, get it right.
Hello? It's for you.
I'm recording right now. Can you call me back? Okay, thanks.
How rude.
Man. Yeah, I've been.
Is there any boogers? Do I have any boogers? Do you smell what the rock is cooking?
Is it chicken?
Oop. Did you hear that? That was the ice maker.
Is that what the rock's laying down?
I was going to say, like, here's my trip. Here's what I did. I went out there. I got in the RZR. I put it in drive. And
we drove as
took
fast
off.
as we could.
No.
No.